That,
maybe,
no,
you know.
and I think that's, for me, when you said that, I think going back to being younger, starting something when you're younger, because you just have more energy to kind of deal with the ups and downs of it, as opposed to starting something at 40, 50, 60 years old, just because, it's like,
Well,
man, you already kind of set in your ways, and you don't have as much fight as someone who's 20, 30 years old, maybe.
mm-hmm.
So I think that's a part of it. But the other thing I think is important to maybe not know everything that you know at the beginning, because like you said, you may never start. Just think about if Steve Jobs or someone like that know all the BS he was going to have to deal with trying to get the iPhone or Apple off the
Yeah.
ground. Now some people probably still would have done it, but a lot of people, if they knew all the stuff they had to go through, will have to go through, then that would have been a barrier for them to even get started. So it's almost good
Exactly.
that at the beginning you don't know all the information. Now you're going to get some of the information just because you're going to read and try to educate yourself, but you're not going to know everything. You're still, like you said earlier, going to have uh, moments that you bump your head and stuff like that.
And you got to choose your hard. That's what I. So again, I'm speaking, or I'm like coaching somebody or mentees, somebody, mentees or whatever. You got to choose your hard. And what I mean by that is, guess what? And you gonna have a hard. At least when I say, I'm saying HARD, hard, difficult. If something's gonna be difficult, but you have the power to choose what that difficulty is gonna be.
All right.
Let's say you want to be late, like we can go back to the school, right? If you can either study a little bit every day, learn it, take your time, put the energy in, so when the test come, you ready for it. And it was hard for you to, I'm not going to this party, or I'm not doing this. I need to make sure I get my time in. That was difficult, but you chose that difficulty,
Yeah.
and now the test come and it's easy or easier. Or you could be the person that, all right, I'll make the easy decision in the beginning. I'm going to the party. I'm going out here. I'm doing this, that, and the other. And oh, we got an exam on Tuesday, and today is Sunday night. Now I got to study. I'm up all night for 2 days straight, and I still fail the test. You chose, you choose your difficulty, or it's going to choose, like it's going to be chosen for you. So in this case, in terms of business, I mean, again, and by the way, if people are like 40, 50, 60 years old, you're going to be the youngest you're ever going to be again. So today is the easiest day to start on
No, for
whatever that may
sure.
be. But choose your heart, you know what I mean? Like choose what your difficulty is going to be, right? And you make, and again, like again, I got started and I chose like, okay, and then that's where the power of mentorship comes in. That's why it's one of the keys to success, because it's going to be difficult. Even if you got somebody who got the exact framework laid out and they give you the exact framework that they went through, you have to do it. And when you do that, you okay, you may not, it may be 10 landmines up to this point, and you may skip past all those 10 because you had a mentor. But guess what? It's one right here that was meant for you that they didn't know about. So you still gonna bump your head, but you just don't have to bump your head at every little place. And this is where the mentorship
Right.
come in, man. So but yeah, man, I commend you for having the podcast and everything together, because again, this type of information, a lot of people, again, it's made, some people are gonna resonate hearing it from me, some people may resonate hearing it from someone else, but the
Right.
principles you're gonna start to see is like, oh, a lot of these people that
Saying the
are
same thing.
saying the same thing, they in positions I want to be in, and they all saying the same thing. And maybe sometimes it just, take a certain person to say it in a certain way.